Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Okay, good. We are live. We are good. We are live. Oh, what's this? I do wonder, because it seems to be. Pardon the tracking issues. Hello. I bought a thing. So now well, the facial tracking still needs a little work, and the eyes are really sensitive. So, yeah. We'll work on this. We will work on this. We will indeed work on this. Okay. Okay. Let's get rid of that. Boop. Okay. Right then. So, what are we doing today? Well, what we're doing today is, let's get this back here. We're going to be editing some Python files today, and then testing them out in Pod 12. Yeah. Yep. That's what we're doing today. So, yeah, I have a folder here with a whole bunch of stuff. I'm going to open up a folder here. Let's see here. Can you swear? Where's the text box for that? Text box, there we are. Anyway, this is just going to have 2 Python commands in it that we're going to be adding to the telescope modifier that we, that I use for a lot of the close-up clickables in Pod 12. So, yeah, we're gonna go in here, Python 2, we're gonna open the Python 2 version, and I gotta do this with both Python 2 and Python 3. We're gonna open this up with Notepad. So, yeah. Woo, it actually fills the whole screen. Nice, okay. Okay, so basically we're looking at all of this lovely Python code. The main thing that we really need to worry about is here. We need to be adding these to specific places because the problem is, and it's a very stupid bug. The problem is that the telescope modifier, here, let me highlight it here. This thing right here, these control key events, you'll notice it lists move backwards, rotate left, rotate right, and all of those will quit the telescope. You'll notice that walk forward is not there. It's so not there. Yeah. But yeah, so what happens is in game when, please let me know if the tail is too distracting. I think the tail might be too distracting for me, but, yeah, so what we're facing here, the main problem is, yeah, the blinking tracking is very weird. I think it's my glasses screwing with it. I need to mess with the settings a bit. I'll work on that off stream. So it's a little jank today, but we're working on it. We are working on it. But yeah. Oh, right. I should also say the custom model here was created by Suiika. I got this off of VGen, where it was available to text box. Let's just drag that out a bit more. There we go. But yeah, Suiika created this customizable VTuber model. You can just go into VTube Studio, edit the settings, and yeah, I'm getting very used to this. This is very new. But yeah. Anyway, just ignore the eye blinking. It's being very weird, and the mouth tracking. I honestly blame my webcam. It's very old, and I need to get a new one. But that'll probably be this weekend that I get a new one. Okay. Anyway, point is, right. Point is with Uru Blender, what happens is when we go into pod 12 and we activate one of these telescope modifiers, if you walk forwards, it will not exit you out of the telescope modifier, which for normal telescopes, that it literally freeze your avatar in place, that does not cause any issues, and because the avatar is caught in a multi-stage behavior, as far as I understand it. So the main problem is that people have been reporting because Pod 12 is on Mikata Alpha now, so yippee! Anyway, Pod 12, when you go into Pod 12 and sometimes if you go and click on one of the telescope modifiers and then you walk forwards, it does something weird, and then your third-person camera gets stuck on the telescope at weird times, and it's almost always the last one you use, which I don't understand any of it at all. So, yeah. So yeah, we're going to be editing in our disable movement and enable movement commands to disable forward movement when we connect to the telescope, and then to re-enable it when we exit it. Because ideally, I mean, I could just add forwards movement up in here, key move forward instead of key move backward, or in addition to. But we want it to be kind of consistent with other telescopes, and other telescopes have forwards movement. Hold on a second. I think if I move my camera, maybe I do it like this? Maybe? Kinda, sorta. Can you even, I don't, can you see me? Can you see me now? Now I'm looking up, which, I mean, the camera's looking up. Now I gotta look down at that, which is, not ideal. Let's just put this back on the top of my computer, then. Okay. Are we good? We good? Okay, yeah. I'm going to have to mess around with this a whole lot more, but yeah. Anyway, right. Editing Python. Blah, 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 blah. So, we're looking for is engage movement. And then, so if I engage telescope, we want PT disable forward movement. So, I think I want to add a new line here, hashtag disable forward movement. Okay. I think that should work. And then if I quit telescope, I put this after the camera stuff. Enable forward movement. And then we want to copy PT enable. Boop. Boop. Saved. Okay. Now then, I'm going to come back to my Python window. You can't really see it, but I'm jumping over to Python 3. And I'm going to open my Python 3 version of it in a new tab. Woohoo! And if we kind of look at this, I think it generally looks almost the same. These look basically identical. So if we go back to here to our engage telescope, def I engage telescope, and I put this after the camera. Boop. Okay. I'm going to come down here. I'm going to copy the same thing for the enable. Okay. I'm going to save that. And if everything has been done correctly, oh, yes, hello, buddy. Yes, this is what the Cleft Telescope Python file looks like. Hello, welcome to the stream and all that. Yeah, we are, we are editing the Python, or rather, I have completely finished editing. The program I'm using is Notepad++. It is just an alternate version of Notepad, but it's, just Notepad++. I probably should have mentioned that this was Notepad++ when I opened it. But yes, we use Notepad++ to open the Python files to edit them. We can also use Notepad++ to edit SDL files and H files. But yeah, generally what I've been using it for is Python file editing, which is tricky. So yeah. Let me take my note box here. Just drop it down there a bit. Okay, so I have finished editing my Pythons. I have saved them both. I'm going to close that. Boop. And so, first things first. Sure, Yali. Yes. So the Cleft telescope, the Cleft ribbon telescope Python. Whoa, but that was janky. This setup needs a lot more work. Yeah, the Cleft telescope from the Ages Beyond Mist Easter egg, or rather the Tudini Easter egg setup that you initially got access to in Tudini. I think it might still be present in Ages Beyond Mist, but it wasn't properly accessible. Anyway, the point is that telescope, that telescope modifier, or that telescope that you click on at the end of the Easter egg, runs on a stripped down version of the regular telescope Python, and I've been using that a lot for Pod 12's up close and personal camera things. And it is buggy because it still allows forward movement, and that's causing issues, and etc., etc., etc. Man, the eyes are really getting to me. I really need to adjust the blink sensitivity on this. Give me a second. Settings, model, make configurations, tracking, blink sensitivity. Let's lower that down. Raise it up. No, that's a whole lot more blinking. Let's just lower that down. I open sensitivity. Let's. Oh nope. That's. Well, okay. Let's really make that more. Let's do that and just there. Okay, that should be better. Okay, so Yali does not remember the Easter egg. So if you do not remember the Easter egg or did not experience it, the program I am using is VTube Studio. You can get it on Steam for free to try out, though it has a watermark that you have to buy to remove. But anyway, VTube Studio. That is, yeah. Let me just let me see if I can settings. Where was the? There was something for showing the watermark. Nope, I don't see it. I don't see it. It's not important. It's not important right now. It's not important to what we're doing. VTube Studio, not V2. VTube Studio. VTube Studio. This is what you look up for on. It has a bunch of preloaded models that run in Live 2D, which is the animation program that makes this possible. But anyway, the current model I'm using is a custom model that was created by Suiika, a customizable model, rather. You can buy it for like $130 and then just change the settings to make it look however you want to. So, yeah. VTube. Because it's VTuber. Yes, Yali. VTube. Because it's VTuber. Anyway. I'm just going to leave that on screen for the moment. Right. So, Python 3, for starters, I'm going to copy the Python 3 version. And we're going to go to my Destiny install. Because Destiny runs on the Huru client, which runs on Python 3. I'm just going to drop that in there. Okay. So, I have edited my Python file for the telescope. And I've dropped it in. And now I'm going to... Oh, I'm actually just going to close that down. Now I'm going to open Blender for Pod 12. Anyway, yeah. Pod 12, we're opening up Blender. Yay, we have Blender, and I'm covering half the screen. Let me just drag myself over here, make myself a little smaller. I'm still covering most of the screen. Let me just shrink down a bit more. Don't know what that is I'm messing with. Don't want to mess with it. Okay. Right, so, Blender! Pod 12. I have been, doing some work off stream, especially since the last couple days, since I pushed the age to, live. Anyway, we're going to I don't remember the last changes I made, if I exported them or not, so we're going to do a quick export to make sure it exports. Anyway, so while that's doing that in the background, yes, Pod 12 is now on Minkata Alpha, and it is linked to properly from the Ratio apartment. But the thing is that it also needs to be linked to from Nabri, and eventually Chisoprenev, and for logistical reasons, those are both very big things that need to be finished on my end. Nabri exports, finally. Thank you to Amethyst for getting Nabri exporting again. It is a real great thing to have Nabri exportable again. I can actually, maybe show you? We will see. Anyway, Nabri exports, and the Chiso... yes, a new book will be added to Nabri. It will go alongside the other ratio apartment linking stone that will be going in Nabri. That is going to be in the Fissure Cave. Yeah, Fissure Cave. Anyway, but yeah. So yeah. Nabri is going to have the 2 links to Pod 12 and Race 2. Those are going to go live at the same time in Nabri when those eventually go live, but Nabri's update is going to take a little bit while longer because there's some other... The stuff I was working on before Nabri stopped exporting still needs to be finished, and I haven't finished exporting it yet. So, yeah. Beyond that, I need to add a link to Chisoprenev, and, well, that's a lot of a harder task at the moment than it ought be. Long story, not gonna go into it here, not the place for it. Anyway, so yeah. Oh, hey, look, it's my streaming setup. Hey! Yeah, it's my streaming setup. It's the background for my this is literally just a screenshot of OBS that I took. Anyway, OBS is anyway. So this is this is where I stream in universe. Anyway, I adjusted this so it will not So this is a proper GUI now. Boop. It will not, I mean, the shadow is on there because, guess what? This is not looking at a dummy object. This is looking at the actual physical object. So it's not rendering the avatar, but the shadow from the avatar is being rendered on the object, which is really kind of funny. Look at that. I'm just standing there, and whoop, I have a shadow on my my fridge. That looks really weird. But I did figure out how Dubes did the map and the map board in Chisoprenev. So, right then, let's give this a test. Forwards movement is not doing nothing. Backwarding up. Forwards, not doing anything. Turning works. Forwards movement, not happening. Turning. Woohoo. Grab and pan. That's a left click and a pan. Woohoo. Yeah, we can look around. Oh. Ooh, hello. That's... Okay. I think I found another bug, but this one should be easy enough to fix. Because I think the issue is that it was getting confused because I was panning. And really, I don't need these specific modifiers to be able to pan to look around. Seriously, look at these things. I don't need to have them pan around. So does this need to pan? No, I don't think this needs to pan. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna limit panning on those specific items. Look, I finally added doors to the the thing. And then we'll come down here. Wanted to fall down there, not climb down, but whatever. Music by Amethyst music by Semjay, which is really lovely. Yeah, marker coordinate stuff, and then boop. So yeah, this is supposed to say this thing is related to rotation. Once I'm done, once everything's all set up properly and the knife isn't in there, it'll control this thing spinning around, and so that's why I have these symbols. Look, they're on the key. So now people will get the idea. Anyway, I got that particular texture off of an old beta texture that was used in the cleft at one point that had this fancy little symbol in it, and for reasons that you will discover in an indeterminate time in the future, you will find out why I decided to just reuse that icon, and most of the rest of the text, or at least the coordinate part of the coordinate symbol part of the texture, the actual Denny numbers on it are their own original thing. I mean, well, technically not. They're a modified version of a cyan texture asset that I then had to expand outwards to include the entire 25 glyph symbol Denny number set. So anyway, music. No music. Music. No music. Music. No music. Things that still need to be done here. Oh, right. Now that I've updated this for the Python 3 version, I have confidence that I can now push this to Minkata. Yes, so let me, I'm just gonna save. I'm gonna close that. So, yeah, I need to adjust the fade on the volume. But what the? When did I get the little pigtails? Did I hit a key command and when did I get the pigtails? Okay. I don't know when I got those, but they look cute, I guess. I don't know what I hit to turn those on. Okay, well, I'm learning something new every day, I guess. Alright. Anyway, so do I have Firefox as a window? Yes. Whoa, there we go. Stream Inception. Right. Coming down to, yeah, we're just gonna do Foundry. Apartment Age script. Because this is a script update, concept revisit, I'm going to open this window again. I'm going to go back to my music folder. I'm going to go to the Python 2 version. Right. We're in the script part of the Foundry. We're in the repo for the script. Yeah. Oh, wait. No, you can't see that now. It's... I'm just gonna hide that for the moment. I don't need that open just yet. Desktop browser. There we go. Okay, so we are on the Minkata Foundry, and yeah, the tail is a little distracting. That is for sure. Seriously, what did I do to turn on those pigtails? I don't remember turning them on. Well, I'll review the stream later, and I'll find out what I was doing when they appeared, or I'll review my settings at any rate. Anyway, so yeah, Foundry. I am currently logged in, so I'm just gonna go ahead and create a new ticket, and we're gonna call this left ribbon scope camera bug fix, and disable enable forwards movement inside telescope. And then what it says on the tin, hi stream, we are currently about to upload a bug fix for the Cleft RS PY file. And then we're going to set this as a... I'm going to call this an enhancement. I'm just going to call this an enhancement. Yeah. So we're going to create our new ticket. Okay. Now comes the fun part. That background thing does not have anything showing up. Well then, why do I even have that? Okay, anyway. Is this the display capture? No, that's not the display capture, because this is... What is... Okay, what window is actively showing window capture? No, that's not it. What is... Ah, it's that Firefox! Okay. There we go. Background! Okay, there we go. We're back on display capture. Okay, so... Right. Reason I disabled all that is because I'm going to have to do a bunch of things all at once, and, yeah, anyway, so, we're going to open Fork here, which is this is how I push things to the Mikata shard. We've got a bunch, or the Huru repo for Plasma and Mole assets. I'm going to go to the Mole script, and we're going to go repository, and we're already on master, which is good. We're going to go over, if we weren't on master, if we weren't on any of the tickets, we'd want to double click this and make sure that we are up to date. So repository, we're going to open in console. Then we're going to go to commits. We're going to select this line here. Copy. Paste. I can't control V. I have to left click to get that to show up. Can you guys see what I'm doing? I think you can see what anyway, I'm gonna hit enter, and it's now giving us a new ticket. Woohoo! Yay! It is currently blank. It does not have anything in it. But that's only because I have not pushed the requisite file. So we're going to go and we're going to copy our Python 2 version. We can go back out. I'm going to go to Mole script. I'm going to go to Python. And I'm going to paste it in. It already has a file named cleft rspy. That is fine. I'm going to go to our local change. I'm going to hit stage, and we're going to call this the Cleft RSPY update to disable enable forwards movement when using Cleft RS. Python. what it says on the tin. Probably a one and done update. At least until... you'll add the Python 3 version later. Just doing Py 2 version for the demonstration purposes. I'll go in and I will go in and I'll push the Python 2 version later. Yeah, we're going to commit the file. Now, if this was one of my other tickets, like, say, the Pod 12, or Ratio Apartment, or Eder Neighbry, I would just hit push. But, because this is our first time doing this, we're going to use this command right here. I'm going to paste it in. I'm going to hit enter and boom, done. Woohoo! Then if we come here and refresh this page, commits, it now has one commit. Which means, I just knocked my phone on the floor. Anyway, all that is to say, yeah, that's about that. Let me get you a little bit more over there. So yeah, that's about that for, what I had to do today. Short stream, mostly just wanted to get used to doing the VTubing thing. Ooh, swishy, swishy. I really need to figure out where those bone picked whippets came from. Anyway. So, yeah. I have nothing else to say or do today. I really just wanted to get this out of the way because it was something important that needed to be done for a bug fix. And yeah, okay. Yeah, I've got nothing else to do. Yeah, thanks for dropping in, buddy, and Yali, and anyone else still watching who hasn't said anything. Yeah, thank you for chiming in and watching in. And this is I will probably be back. I don't want to do a Blender stream on Friday because that's the day that the new Mist update drops. So I will probably be doing a Mist stream Friday. Yeah, Mist 2020. We'll see if it still runs on my machine okay after the last update. Who knows? But yeah, so yeah, probably gonna do Mist and Rhyme on Tuesday or not Tuesday, Friday. And then we'll probably be back to the usual Mondays and or Fridays. I took a couple weeks off because stuff kept getting in the way. But I also still have a bunch of backlog to upload. Anyway. Right, I'm gonna call that a day. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye! Oh, I need to really update this now. My stream starting and ending cards, I need to update those. They're so shadowless. They don't have shadows. Alright, later, everyone.